At my own birthday party, my boyfriend proposed to my best friend, and my sister was the one who planned it behind my back. My name is Amelia, and I grew up as the quiet one in the family. My younger sister, Brielle, was the star. Beautiful, popular, and always the center of attention. Our parents adored her, while I was the background character in my own life. But I didn't mind. I focused on building a career. At 26, I landed a dream job as a marketing manager at a rising tech startup. I worked hard, stayed late, and earned every bit of respect from my team. Brielle, on the other hand, bounced from job to job using charm and drama to skate by. We weren't close anymore, but I never expected what she would do to me. She started showing up to my workplace often, claiming she wanted to learn from me. I didn't see it as a threat. I thought maybe she was turning her life around. At home, things were rocky with my boyfriend, Nathan. We'd been together for 3 years. Recently, he'd become distant. But I blamed myself. I was working too much. Maybe I was boring. Then came my birthday. At the party, everything felt off. Nathan kept checking his phone. Brielle was oddly radiant. Just as I was about to cut the cake, Nathan tapped his glass and got everyone's attention. He proposed, but not to me, to Brielle, in front of our friends, in front of our family, at my birthday. My legs went numb. The room spun. People gasped. My parents looked stunned. Some clapped, unsure of what to do. Brielle smirked as she said yes. The next day, I was a ghost. Nathan blocked me. Brielle claimed she couldn't help it if he loved her more. My parents told me to move on. Then came the bombshell. I was called into HR. Someone had submitted fake emails from my company account accusing me of harassment and unethical practices. I was suspended, then fired a week later. No questions asked. I knew it was Brielle. I had shared my passwords with her when she was learning my job. I had let her into my world, and she took everything. I decided I would get revenge. Not out of hate, but out of justice. But I wouldn't do it impulsively. I would do it smartly, strategically. First, I started rebuilding my life. I took a freelance marketing gig for a local wellness brand. They didn't care about my past. I worked remotely and built their entire email strategy. Within 3 months, their sales had doubled, and I had case studies and testimonials to use. Then I got to work collecting evidence. I reached out to a friend in IT, Jake, who worked at my old company. I asked if he could help verify logins, timestamps, and unusual activity. He agreed. Jake sent me a file. It showed logins to my email from IP addresses that didn't match mine, from the same city but different neighborhoods, one of which matched Brielle's apartment. I also found receipts in the trash folder, ones Brielle had deleted, where she had ordered flowers to the office under my name with rude messages. One colleague had reported them anonymously. Then I messaged Nathan from a burner account, pretending to be a recruiter. He replied immediately, even sending a resume. I used this to confirm dates and trips and compared them to photos he had posted privately. Brielle was in most of them. They had been dating behind my back for over a year. I compiled everything in a document. I formatted it like a legal report. Dates, screenshots, evidence, testimonies. Then I sent an email to the CEO of my old company explaining the false allegations, an anonymous tip to Nathan's boss who worked in public image consulting, screenshots to a viral TikTok creator who shared social justice stories. Within days, things started happening. Nathan was let go from his firm for ethical violations. Brielle was publicly called out online after someone recognized her in the video the TikToker made. But I wasn't done. I created a Medium article titled, "How My Sister Stole My Life, a True Story of Betrayal." It gained traction fast. Within a week, it was shared on Twitter over 10,000 times. People began to dig into who the story was about. Someone found Nathan's social media. They found Brielle's. They connected the dots. The internet did what it does best. Her followers plummeted. Nathan's reputation was trashed. She posted an Instagram story crying about cancel culture. I got a job offer from a competitor of my old company. One of the board members had read my Medium article and was impressed by how I handled myself. The company not only hired me, but promoted me within 6 months. I led a team of 10 and helped launch a new product line. I started therapy, healed my wounds, and made new friends. Real ones, loyal ones. I even started my own side blog, Revenge Unmasked. It became my passion project. I posted stories like mine, anonymous submissions, stories of betrayal and justice. Within months, it had 100K subscribers. I got a job offer from a competitor of my old company. One of the board members had read my Medium article and was impressed by how I handled myself. The company not only hired me, but promoted me within 6 months. I led a team of 10 and helped launch a new product line. I started therapy, healed my wounds, and made new friends. Real ones, loyal ones. I even started my own side blog, Revenge Unmasked. It became my passion project. I posted stories like mine, anonymous submissions, stories of betrayal and justice. Within months, it had 100K subscribers. My sister tried to reach out through my parents, through mutual friends. I never responded. Not because I'm bitter, but because I've learned to protect my peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean giving people access to hurt you again. It means setting yourself free while keeping the doors firmly closed. People like her don't change unless they're truly sorry. And she wasn't. She was only sorry she got caught. She never apologized, never acknowledged what she did to me. I realized that waiting for someone to show remorse only delays your own healing. Sometimes silence is the loudest form of revenge. And sometimes success is the most savage payback. But more than anything, I learned that healing is not linear. Some days I feel empowered, and some nights I still cry when I think about how my own family turned their back on me. That's okay. Healing is messy. Justice is slow, but it comes. I've learned how strong I really am. I built myself from the ground up when everything was taken from me. I learned to trust myself again, to believe in my worth, and to value my story. Now, I mentor other women who've been betrayed. I help them find their voices and write their stories. Because if there's one thing I know, is that storytelling is power. It's how we reclaim control. It's how we fight back. The truth always comes out, and when it does, no mask can hide it. Welcome to Revenge Unmasked. My story was just the beginning. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Have a story of your own? Drop it in the comments below. We just might feature it next on Revenge Unmasked.